Alright, so let's get started. So what is a manipulation candle? This type of candle is known for doing something tricky. It first breaks the low or high of the previous candle, making it look like price is about to continue in that direction. But then, instead of following through, it closes strongly in the opposite direction. So here's what you want to watch for. Number 1, it sweeps a level. That means it breaks below the low or above the high of a previous candle. Number 2, instead of closing past that level, it closes above the previous candle's wick if it's bullish or below if it's bearish. In other words, it fakes one direction and then commits to the other. Number 3, the body of the candle is often strong. You'll sometimes see it engulf the previous candle, which is really all you need, or even 2 candles back. That's a big sign of intent. The reason this matters is because it shows manipulation. It looks like liquidity is being grabbed before the real move begins. This isn't just noise, it's calculated. It's a trap and then a reversal. So if you see a candle that takes out a level and then closes really hard the other way, that's your manipulation candle. It's a strong signal the market might be under control, and a possible entry in that direction could be high probability. It's not about whether the candle is bullish or bearish. It's about the story it tells. It swept the level, trapped traders, and then reversed. That's what makes it powerful. So real quick, this can happen in any trend, whether bullish or bearish or even a sideways trend. This can happen at any moment. Again, the type of candle doesn't matter. It can be bullish or it can be a bearish candle. And no, it doesn't need to happen in a point of interest, but it is more reliable if it does. So if you see something like this happen near your supply and demand zone, just letting you know that supply and demand zone might actually hold. Okay, that's just an example. Now here you can see this candle right here. That candle's wick swept that previous candle's high, but what did it do? It closed down here, right? That is how a manipulation candle looks like. Here's another example. So here you can see the trend is obviously pretty bullish, and what happened? Even though we were in a bullish trend, a manipulation candle still happened, swept the previous candle's low and still closed above it, right? So it doesn't matter what trend or what kind of candle it is, it'll happen at any moment. Same thing here. We were in a downtrend, right? We had a small little sweep down here in this area, if you guys can see it, and then what did price do? It closed above it in this area right here. So it swept below, went up, closed above it, and now the trend's going the other direction. Same here. We were going down, it was bearish. What did price do? Sweep that candle's high and ended up closing bearish below it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you an example on the charts on how you can use this. Okay, so this is from my sniper swing strategy. So I'm going to show you an example on how you can apply the manipulation candle if you don't want to enter limit order style. So real quick, we're on XAU Euro. By X I mean X, obviously the Hispanic in me came out. So we have a breakup structure here towards the upside. Now we don't have any liquidity per se getting swept or anything major. I mean, you might say this right here, but it's not enough, I guess you could say. But we do have a fair value gap right there, and we can set up the fib from here to here. Now if you're someone that says, look, I don't want to gamble too much by setting a limit order, so I want something a little bit better, perfect. You can use the manipulation candle to find a good setup. Now I'm using an indicator that I found from a guy on the Trading Nuts videos. I forgot what the guy's name. If I can find him, I'll link him down in the description below, and I'll also link the indicator as well. But he made an indicator to make it easier, and as you can see here, what do we have? A manipulation candle. Why? Because it swept that previous candle's low and then closed above it. That, my friends, is a really nice and safe setup, right? Stop under here, right here. And then if you want, you can still try targeting here and then move your stop loss to break even. Or if the candle's way too big and you're afraid of the RR is not good enough, I would recommend that you just don't enter, or that you at least try targeting the 0.5, or if you want, you can also wait for a re-entry. So what do we have here? Price goes up, sweeps some liquidity, goes back down. Now here could have been your re-entry. Now here's a really cool part. Manipulation candles also make really nice order blocks, right? So since price is reacting off of the manipulation candle turn into an order block, this makes this order block super high probability. Now as you can see, price is going up, and what do you know, if you would have re-entered from here, you would have been more than perfectly fine, right? So that is just an example on how you can use it even as a swing trader. Now I'll show you another example as a scalper. Okay, great. So now for this example, I'm going to show you how you can use this even on the 5 minute. So what do we see here? We see structure getting broken towards the upside, and we see this area right here could be a potential area of either liquidity or an order block. So we can mark this area up and we can wait for a bullish manipulation candle. But if that area fails, we have a manipulation candle here, which can also be used as an order block. So let's see what happens. Price doesn't respect it, but taps into our bullish order block that is coming from a manipulation candle. So we trade price again. Now we're waiting for a manipulation candle towards the upside so we can get into a trade. What do we have? We have one right here. We enter at that candle. You can either set it at this low or down here, and then we can just target these highs right here for a 1 to 86. Then we let price play out, and TP is hit, right? Pretty nice and easy. It's very simple, right? Now obviously I'm cherry picking these examples, but I'm only doing it to illustrate what it is that I'm trying to teach here. Now this is not 100% fail proof. Nothing is 100% fail proof, but it does make things a lot easier when it comes to trading, whether you're a swing trader or a scalper. And it just makes you feel a little more confident in your trades, because now you can visually see something that you can say, wow, you know what, I know that a manipulation candle usually means this, and when it does that, it usually means that the trend is going to do this other thing, right? So that is why I think it's pretty important that we understand manipulation candles and that we try implementing them in our strategies. Now, you don't need to have a manipulation candle as part of your strategy to be successful. Again, all I'm saying is it can definitely help out. All right, so with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. And if you have any more questions on this specific kind of topic, let me know down in the comments below. Or if you just want to know something else, if you have other questions or other videos that you'd like to see, please let me know down in the comment section, in the Discord. Email me, DM me, do whatever you have to do to get my attention, and I will definitely do my best to answer you guys. All right, y'all, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.